Pick up on none of your calls. You're plugging like two songs. Are you with me? We're standing with the roof gone. I pull up like Jimmy Neutron. Looking if you get a move on. Like you haul, and I know we need to go slow, but we could go faster. Maybe the best.
What's up, everybody? Welcome in. Good morning. Good morning. Welcome to the crime session. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I have a couple of updates. I have a couple of news. I have a couple of things that we can talk about. And let's get into those things. First up first, we're gonna go to Tyrone. As you know, talk about Tyrone Davis Jr. real quick. So I was browsing, minding my business last night, and I went on TikTok, and like I said yesterday, I was looking for a Fame Polo. Nothing was showed, nothing was there. And so, is it this one I sent to me? So, no, this ain't it. No, that's for Friday. It's a Saturday with Love at the Lockup. Let me type it in. From what I'm hearing, there's some audio going on and that been put out. I'm going to play that audio. Okay? Let me share my screen. I'm going to play that audio. Before I play it, let me read it to you. This is from Fame Polo. Justice for Dro. Was Dro really unalived? Lulu exposed. According to an eyewitness, she officially states what she's seen out of her own eyes. This is alleged. It was said the witness asked for identity not to be revealed at this time, but she wants the world to know that Tyrone Davis Dro T2 did not jump out of the car as Lulu claimed. Before you jump in the comments and be like, why she never went to law enforcement? That answer is very simple. The same reason why a lot of you know things but ultimately decide not to say something. In the city of Gainesville, they treat homeless people so wrong. Some officers won't even come speak to them. So many people failed in the situation, which left their father unalived and passed off like it was an accident. So this is all alleged, but we're going to play it, okay?
There was at least four. There was four. There's one in the back with him. I don't know if it was a dude. It looked like a dude to me. But then there was a passenger, and then there was a driver. But there was four people in that car.
We were four people in that car.
Yes, sir. There's one on the driver's side. With him, he was on this side, like behind the passenger in the back. And then there was a person behind the driver. There was four people in that car.
How many people were in the car?
There was at least four. There was four. There's one in the back with him. I don't know if it was a dude. It looked like a dude to me. But then there was a passenger, and then there was a driver. But there was four people in that car.
We were four people in that car.
Yes, sir. There's one on the driver's side. With him, he was on this side, like behind the passenger in the back. And then there was a person behind the driver. There was four people in that car.
How many people were in the car?
There was at least four. There was four. There's one in the back with him. I don't know if it was a dude. It looked like a dude to me. But then there was a passenger, and then there was a driver. But there was four people in that car.
We were four people in that car.
Yes, sir. There's one on the driver's side. With him, he was on this side, like behind the passenger in the back. And then there was a person behind the driver. There was four people in that car.
How many people were in the car?
There was at least four. There was four. There's one in the back with him. I don't know if it was a dude. It looked like a dude to me. But then there was a passenger, and then there was a driver. But there was four people in that car.
We were four people in that car.
Yes, sir. There's one on the driver's side. With him, he was on this side, like behind the passenger in the back. and then there was a person behind the driver. There was 4 people in that car.
How many people were in the car?
There was at least 4. There was 4. There's one in the back with him. I don't know if it was a dude. It looked like a dude to me. But then there was a passenger, and then there was a driver. But there was 4 people in that car.
We were 4, so we were 4 people in that car.
Yes, sir. There was one on the driver's side with him. He was on this side, like behind the passenger in the back. And then there was a person behind the driver. There was 4 people in that car.
How many people were in the car?
There was at least 4. There was 4. There's one in the back with him. I don't know if it was a dude. It looked like a dude to me. But then there was a passenger, and then there was a driver. But there was 4 people in that car.
We were 4, so we were 4 people in that car.
Yes, sir. There was one on the driver's side with him. He was on this side, like behind the passenger in the back. And then there was a person behind the driver. There was 4 people in that car.
How many people were in?
All right. That's what was released. Now, what's strange to me is a lot of people, why she ain't come forward or why she ain't. So let me tell you why. Let me tell you why. She's homeless, and like he said, they are treated very differently in Florida if you are homeless. If you are homeless, you are treated very differently. Very, very differently. A lot of people picking up this story, but I wanted to share that first. I haven't seen, let me go to his mama page. A lot of people are saying they're upset at Miss Rita because she pulled the plug, right? Let me show you what she been posting. She been talking junk, y'all. She been going crazy. She been snapping on folks. She said, "Good morning, it's Witness Wednesday." And that's what she put. "You can't expect peace in your life when you're the one causing the hell. I am Mama Dro. If you don't remember that, remember anything else?" She said, if you remember that, if you don't remember anything else. Good morning. She has something called Dimps Dolls. Let me go see. So Dimps Dolls is her tat staying in boutique. So I don't know why she posted some of this stuff on there and tagged it in there that she was with, but I guess she want everybody to know.
And it's hard, I know.
So she a little upset, y'all. She like, listen, she his mom before anything else. She don't care what y'all got to say, basically. She don't care. Okay? Now, from last time I checked, Lulu tried to start a YouTube. She posted all the videos of Dro. And then on top of that, you know, child, she took it down. She took down the YouTube channel. That's no longer up. Let me go to. So that's one red flag. Let me go to recent posts. Let me see if is still acting up. And then we're going to go to Genesis and the stuff that's been found out about her.
The thing about Gainesville have a lot of people there. Around this time, traffic was moving because if you pay attention, they say they were trying to move him out the way so therefore he don't get hit by no car. But the thing about traffic, that means that even though when you think nobody's looking, somebody's looking. The thing about this is, Tyrone Davis Jr. didn't jump out that car.
Here's something that hasn't been talked about enough. When the EMTs arrived, Tyrone wasn't where he originally landed. Polo says two people who claim to be nurses or doctors, moved him. They moved his body from the original location closer to the guardrails. They moved him before the EMTs got there. You was never supposed to move Tyrone from where he was. You was supposed to preserve the scene. You was supposed to wait. When you move things, you contaminate the scene. And when you contaminate the scene, people profile the wrong scene. Think about that. If the body was moved, if evidence was disturbed, if the original position was changed, how can anyone accurately determine what happened? How can accident reconstruction work if the pieces were rearranged? And why would someone move him? To help? Or to hide something? Polo said it flat. No hesitation. No allegedly. Tyrone Davis Jr. didn't jump out that car. He was pushed out that car. He pointed out that the car wasn't going 25 miles per hour. He talked about the guardrails, the angle of the road.
It's so crazy. Me and him say the same thing. How can you push somebody out near the guardrail? That don't make sense. If he jumped out, he would have hit the guardrail. If he got out, he would have walked over the guardrail. It don't make sense.
The traffic patterns. He talked about the 50-second window that police keep mentioning, the time it took the car to go from one point to another. 50 seconds inside a car is a long time. That's not fast. That's enough time for a lot to happen.
Tyrone Davis Jr. was pushed out that car. A lot of people gonna be like, oh man, listen here. Well, I took time off in a break. But one thing about this is Tyrone Davis Jr. did not jump out that car. Because when that car came past that guardrail, that car was not going 25 miles per hour.
Yep.
The thing about Gainesville have a lot of people there. Around this time, traffic was moving because if you pay it,
that made sense. It was not going 25 miles per hour. That does not make sense. It wasn't like it. So here's another thing. She had the YouTube up, and then she put under it like it was her. Y'all see YouTube is Dro that nigga YouTube is back up. But there's something so weird to me about this tragedy. I just know pieces are missing for sure. But one thing we can see is that it's obvious that Tyrone Davis Jr. loved Lulu to the death of him. Listening to his intro song made me sad, crossed by the ones I love. I don't know who I can trust. I pray justice is served and the truth is revealed with the truth. Whatever the truth is, I just hope all is unfolded for his family. She is on there under it after she put it back up. Date night literally is our favorite night of the week, sending prayers. Somebody was laughing at her and said, okay. This is the incident report. As you can see, it's still pending. So I don't know how long it's going to take. They are still waiting on some stuff. It is going on 2 months. We're going to see what I want to play her stuff so bad. But it be acting up. But we're going to keep continuing on this because there's a lot of moving pieces and stuff that's coming out. I hope she ready because it is going on 2 months. It took 2 months for Romika. I wouldn't be surprised if they get her. I wouldn't be surprised if they get old girl. Let's go to Genesis. Oh, Lord. Baby. I don't think nobody took that baby. I don't think that baby with nobody. I truly, in my heart of heart, believe this lady did something to her own child. And I'm going to tell you why I said it. It's very obvious that, Let me go to my Instagram. That's where it's at. That this woman did something to this child. So I'm gonna show y'all this. Shout out to this man is an advocate for missing kids, Orlando Nightmare. He said they are preparing to start the search at the landfill for Genesis. From what I read, the mother was charged. The mother is being charged for reporting the child missing, and they are holding her. That's the charge she have right now. Let me see if I got that. I think it's in my TikTok. No, it's right here. So somebody said the grandma had something to say. And I'm going to let y'all hear what the grandma had to say. Because it's the same grandma that called the daddy. The mama didn't call the daddy. The grandma called the daddy.
No real good update on the little 2-year-old out of Enterprise, Alabama. The only thing that I'm able to gather up is they said something about they found a mattress that was burnt and the mother had cleaned the house with bleach, but we already knew that yesterday. Also, again, we retracted on what we was said yesterday. To clarify, was one of the people that was out there said that the grandmother text the dead father. Listen to this right here.
But this is why
it's just the whole situation.
The mama right there, sitting right there, texted the daddy February 4th and said she was going to put a missing report on the baby. They been knew the baby was missing. Today is the 16th. You wrote him February 4th. I told him to go take his phone to the detective.
Wow. He wouldn't take it to him.
Why is nobody searching for her?
So the baby daddy had been trying to get the baby, and I think the last time he seen the baby was Christmas. Now listen to this.
Because apparently she texted her, the baby daddy been trying to get the baby. She been coming up with all kinds of excuses. He last seen her Christmas. He tried to get a New Year's. She wouldn't let her, so we told her at least FaceTime her. She wouldn't. Right there, that's the grandmama. That's the grandmama of the baby.
And also, word on the street is her son who's out there giggling and laughing, he don't stay with the mama. He stay with some Mexicos that live in the neighborhood because she don't never have no food. Listen to this.
In the ditch. The one right there in the gray, that's her son, but he don't stay with her. He left and went. He lived with Mexicans behind because he said that she never had food in her house. She burned a bed on January the 23rd and threw it in the ditch. She threw the bed in the ditch and then had gas in the bag.
Well, yes, y'all, that's what I gathered so far. I'm gonna keep y'all updated with as much shit as I'm sipping through these lives. I'm gonna keep y'all updated. Hey y'all, there's been no real good update on the little 2-year-old out of Enterprise, Alabama. The only thing that I'm able to gather up is they said something about they found a mattress that was burnt and the mother had cleaned the house with bleach, but we already knew that yesterday. Also, again, we retracted on what we was said yesterday. To clarify, was one of the people that was out there said that the grandmother text the dead father. Listen to this right here.
But this is why
it's just the whole situation.
The mama right there, sitting right there, texted the daddy February 4th and said she was going to put a missing report on the baby. They been knew the baby was missing. Today is the 16th. You wrote him February 4th. I told him to go take his phone to the detective.
Wow. He wouldn't take it to him.
Why is nobody searching for her?
So the baby daddy had been trying to get the baby, and I think the last time he seen the baby was Christmas. Now listen to this.
Because apparently she texted her, the baby daddy been trying to get the baby. She been coming up with all kinds of excuses. He last seen her Christmas. He tried to get a New Year's.
So, as y'all heard, he saw her on Christmas. She would not let her get him She couldn't be. Well, he couldn't come get his baby on New Year's. So, from what I'm understanding, I'm gonna read this to y'all. She is in jail. Where she belong? Enterprise police to hold an update later on today on Genesis Reed mother who is jailed. Enterprise police will address the media Wednesday at 4:30 p.m. at the police department to provide updates in the ongoing investigation into the appearance of 2-year-old Genesis Reed. Officials say if any information becomes available before the press conference, it will be released to the public at this time. Okay, this is today. The child's mother, 33-year-old Adrian Vanessa Reed, has been charged with false reporting to the law enforcement authorities a Class C felony. No bond is currently showing as a set, according to public information. She knows something that happened to that girl. Just look at her. According to the Enterprise Police Department, Reed reported her daughter missing around 3:10 a.m. on February 16, stating the child was gone and the front door of their residence was open. Officers searched the surrounding area but found no information about the child's whereabouts. As the investigation continued, detectives identified inconsistencies in the information provided, leading to a more intensive investigation. Enterprise Police are leading the case with assistance from the Federal Bureau of Investigation, U.S. Marshal Service, Alabama Law Enforcement Agency, Coffee County Sheriff's Office, and other local, state, and federal partners. Investigators are also continuing to work to identify and locate an individual known as Mariah, who is considered a person of interest. Police stress she is not a suspect at this time. Anyone information with her identity or location is urged to contact authorities. Officers also caution the public about the spread of misinformation, noting that speculations are unverified. Claims shared online can hinder an active investigation. If anyone with information above, with anyone with the information about the whereabouts of Genesis Reed is asked to contact the Enterprise Police Department, and they gave that number. She is in jail. So let me see if I can go to the Big Draco because she said something. My thing is, I still feel like she did something to this baby. I don't care what nobody say. I really do.
All right, you guys. So we finally have an update in the case of missing 2-year-old Genesis Nova Reed out of Enterprise, Alabama. Now, there was a press conference held today where police have revealed that Adrian Reed, which is the mother, has been arrested for providing false statements.
Although we are still investigating the whereabouts of Genesis, we are confident that Adrian made a false report that Genesis walked out of his apartment at 3 a.m. in the morning. Through the investigation, there's enough probable cause that has led to the arrest of Adrian. Adrian Reed has been charged with false reporting to local law enforcement authorities, a Class C felony due to the report alleging imminent danger to a person. This is the beginning of a long investigation, and the agencies involved and our community will not rest until Genesis is returned home.
Now, also in that press conference, they mentioned the person Mariah. So Mariah is a person that Adrian brought up to police, and they're saying that Mariah could hold information on the whereabouts of Genesis. But I have to point out the fact that they have not even confirmed that this Mariah person is real. Also, we still don't have a for sure date of when Genesis was last seen, but everything is pointing to January. Now, a neighbor reported to always seeing Adrian and Genesis take walks, but those walks reportedly stopped around January. Another witness claims that they saw Adrian at a store on Valentine's Day and Genesis was not with Adrian. And when they asked Genesis about the whereabouts of Adrian, she just replied that she didn't know. Now, there is also a live stream that's available of a neighbor who says that she knows Adrian and Genesis. And she also confirmed that around Valentine's Day, she questioned the whereabouts of Genesis because she wanted to make Genesis a Valentine's basket. But Adrian told her that Genesis was with her dad, which we know now not to be true. Now, I know what we all are thinking, and I'm quite sure police are thinking the same thing. A lot of this stuff is not adding up. It seems like Adrian was telling everybody different things about Genesis' whereabouts. Child, I'm really hoping that Adrian begins to talk and she tells police exactly what happened to Genesis. So as of right now, that is all the information that I have. I will keep you guys updated. Comment down below and let me know your thoughts so far.
So, in my thought of mine, I'm gonna tell you why I feel like she did something to that child. Just like they say, the little boy said they ain't never got no food at the house. I don't know why he ain't take his sister. He probably did, and she probably had a problem with it and said, "You ain't taking my child," and all this and that. I feel like she did something. I also feel like I'm not gonna say she suffered from mental anything, but I do feel like she did it because it was an issue with him seeing his child, and if she did something to her or had a bruise on her, she didn't want him to see the child. This is crazy. I do still feel like she did something. You waited 30 days to make a report about your daughter being gone. It don't sound like to me that she was, oh my God, my child, none of that. It don't sound like that to me. And I feel like she did something. I really do. And I feel like she wanted to do something. I feel like she got aggravated. I do. Instead of giving to the baby to somebody that wanted to, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to see if I can find that video. It was a picture a lady shared, and I don't know if they took it down. And I think they took it down because they gave it to the police. From what I'm understanding, there was a picture that was circulating online. I don't see it anymore, of Genesis' mom walking from the woods at 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning. And I believe that the police got that because I don't see it on my timeline. And that's going to raise questions. Let me show y'all what they got to say while I look for that. Because I seen it and I shared it, I think. Let me go look for it.
The Coffee County Sheriff's Office came as well, and we started reaching out to other partners at that time. During the morning hours, we completed a number of searches of the area in close proximity to the residents here. We are starting to figure out and trying to clear up some stuff from the public. We had requested the public pass on any information if they had seen Genesis in the past 30 days. We're trying to get a timeline and would appreciate that information. We haven't necessarily stated that Genesis has been missing for 30 days, but that's what we're asking everybody is to provide that information. Again, the mother stated that when she woke up this morning at 3 a.m., that's when she noted the child was missing. We have not stopped since 3 a.m. this morning. All of our partners has helped. District Attorney's Office, Aaliyah. We have federal partners here as well. The FBI and the U.S. Marshal Service have both come today and tried to offer their assistance. We are trying to leave no stone unturned. Unfortunately, we all want results now, but it does take time to get these things. We will keep working as best we can, and we want nothing more than to find Genesis unharmed. But we are going to make requests from the public, and we are going to lean on the media and the public fairly hard in order to try and obtain this information. Okay?
I'm just going to reiterate what Captain Hagelin said. The number one focus here is to find Genesis. I know it's been reported, and I've seen Facebook commentary about things going on. Obviously, we can't comment on all those things right now. There is an investigation that's going on, but the most important piece of that investigation is trying to find Genesis alive and well and bringing her home to her family. So we're asking the public and the media to please get this message out. Share the poster that got put out on Facebook this morning with her picture. And if you know anything, don't hesitate, like that alert said, that went out to our immediate area to please contact Enterprise Dispatch and share that information so that police can track it down. It's important, though, they don't need spam calls. They need hard, concrete information so that the officers that we have on scene can do their job and not get flooded with stuff that's not relevant to what's going on here, which is the search and investigation into this matter.
So we provided deputies on scene at the time. We had canines on the ground, and we will continue. So yes, just reach out to the public. If they got any information to help us, we're reaching out to you guys to try to get some more answers. And we thank you for what y'all have done so far. The community's come out, supported us 110%, and we thank y'all for that.
Just the same thing the sheriff and the district attorney has said. Any information that's available, obviously, that needs to be
searching. I know the Coffee County Sheriff's Office came as well.
All right, so we just got word. Hold on. They have cadaver dogs searching around the missing girl's home. Authorities using cadaver dogs this morning to search for her. They're trying to locate human remains. Another indication that police fear Genesis Reed may be unalived. Though officers has hold out hope for a better outcome. A dog searched around the complex where she lived with her mother in the nearby woods. So they don't have any information yet. But from what I'm hearing, the mom did have from what I'm understanding, a trouble past, a very violent trouble past. And they're saying that it was immediately not clear if this was the first time the police has used a cadaver dog. Police continue to ask for public tips that could help provide vital evidence. Updates on investigation into Janice Reed disappearance are expected during a press conference at 4:30. From what I'm understanding and from what I'm getting, that video I saw yesterday is taken down, it looks like to me, and I was looking for it. Let me see. Let me see if I can find it, because somebody posted, a neighbor say they posted her leaving the woods at 2:30. And I believe they took it down because they sent it to the police instead of posting it. So I believe they took it down and they sent it to the police at the time. I don't see it anymore. I've looked I'm combing through and I'm not seeing it. I'm not seeing it at all. Let me go to this person. Tori Aaron Boyley. I think that's who had it. Hold on, y'all. I'm trying to find it because it was a picture and it looked like her walking away from the woods. One of her neighbors saw her leaving the woods. I think somebody had it, and they said that they saw her leaving the woods, and they seen her walking from the woods. They took a picture. And so I don't know, y'all. I don't know. I can't find it, but I believe that has been given to the to the officers. I believe they got that picture and it's been taken off the site, and that's the picture they have. I'm gonna keep y'all updated. If I see that picture, I will post it up here for y'all to see. But yes, there was a picture going around, and in the picture of going around, basically the picture was what's her name leaving the woods, standing there on the phone and leaving the woods and talking to whoever she was talking to. So I'm gonna keep y'all updated on that. Now let's go to Mr. Pastor Mcnasty. Junior has been removed from the home. I don't know. I'm gonna find it, but it was a picture. Junior has been I don't think the video's starting over. Junior has been removed from the home, y'all. Junior has been moved from Pastor Mcnasty home. Now, from my understanding, he was removed from the home because they are looking at Junior's pattern, meaning he's being observed while the investigation is ongoing. Let me see if I can find that information, because I do want to talk about the one of the survivors also that came. One of the survivors did speak last night. I'm gonna play a little bit of that. I can't play his full live because y'all know Facebook act crazy. I'm gonna try, but I just go to the clips. But I'll play this first.
TD McNutt, that nut, he back under investigation. Some people are saying that he's been arrested. That is not accurate information. They did go ahead and remove Junior from the home while they do an open investigation into his behavior, but he has not been arrested again, okay? He is currently under an investigation. Hopefully this investigation will be done accurately and they will find the actual issues at hand that Junior had already provided them, instead of listening to this nut and letting him be released. Okay, make sure y'all do it correctly this time. So when you do arrest him, because again, he has not been arrested again. When y'all do arrest him again, because he should be and he will, I'm claiming it. Make sure y'all have thoroughly investigated this correctly, because that young man did not come tell y'all that something happened to him just to be talking. He has had something happen to him, and if we got to investigate for y'all, it's gonna be a problem. Okay, so make sure y'all are doing it accurately this time. Find the actual issues, find the actual evidence, and accurately charge him and move forward, okay? Because Junior deserves to start his healing process, and he cannot, if y'all don't go ahead and arrest this nut and deal with this appropriately, okay? Because if any way, shape, or form it is not done correctly, it'll get dealt with. That's all I got for you.
All right.
So, Pastor,
I'm sharing that real quick. Let me see if I can play the full thing from the guy. Okay, let me see. I'm going to try to share this live. If not, we'll just look at the clips.
So what's going on? Hold on, give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. Yo. All right, we're here. We're here. What's going on, everybody? What is going on? What is going on? Blessed day. I'm gonna go gonna start talking. I guess it's already over 100 people. I'm sure people gonna share it and all that good stuff. I don't really care about that. Honestly, I'm literally going live for one reason, and that's to help other people survive through what I've survived through. When you
Now listen, he said he not going for clout. He don't want people to follow him. I agree. He said also, this is him to tell his story. This is for him to be free of what his story is. And this isn't for anyone to judge, and he don't want nobody to be rude. And this is his story. So let's respect his story, okay?
really think about what has transpired in your life, okay? This is not for anything. Anybody can tell you, well, first of all the friend requests and all the followers, I have not responded to anybody, okay? This is the only thing I care about right here, right above my head. All right, my wife and kids. What's going on, everybody? Though it's gonna be a lot of comments. I'm gonna probably turn the comments off because I don't want to respond to everything. This is literally me telling my story of what I experienced through knowing TD McNutt, and also an individual that pretty much introduced me to TD McNutt. All right, I'm very nervous, y'all, but I got to tell the truth. And I'm telling the truth for the simple fact it's going to help me. It's going to free me. It's going to help lift the burden like I'm actually getting lifted now. I know it's going to be some scrutiny and backlash and all that stuff. It comes with the territory. It's okay. But yes, this thing with TD McNutt has went viral. I mean, it's really went viral, right? And my wife sent it to me like last week. She sent it to me, and I'm like, I just start instantly thinking back to like, I know this man, like what these people are really awing and wowing about. Like he's been doing this. So I'm going to go there, but I'm gonna just, I guess we can start first. I wrote some stuff down so I can stay on the same page. Okay. What's going on, everybody? And like I said, this is not to blast anybody. I don't care. Like I said, if you know me, I love God, man. I love playing the organ. I love playing keys, and I love God's people. I love people anyway. And my wife tell you that. I love people. That's what I love. Okay, so this is not to bash anybody. I really realized, like, through this thing happening, that feel like, nigga, you a survivor. Like, you a survivor of something that could have literally, like, took you under, okay? All right, so I wrote some stuff down, but I want to pray first. And all that good stuff. Let's pray real quick, y'all. And oh man, it's weird. It's 429 people here already. All right, let's pray. God, thank you for life, health, and strength. Thank you for waking us up. Thank you for starting us on our way. Thank you for giving us access to today, God. Oh, just thank you for everything, Lord God. Forgive us for anything that we've said and thought that may be unpleasing to your will. God, we just thank you for allowing us to be here. God, bless this live. Allow someone to be set free. Allow someone to be delivered. Allow someone to have a zeal to speak up, to have a heart to speak up as they're listening to the words that'll come out of my mouth through you. God, allow freedom to hit this live and stream. God, this is not for nothing, no clout, no anything. This is for you. So we thank God for you. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. All right, let's do it. Okay. All right. Okay, so I wrote down some stuff. All right, so I'm Phil. I'm from St. Louis. I'll be 37 in May. Married, have 5 children, 5 beautiful children. I have a beautiful wife, and she's here as well. She's getting herself together. She'll be on the live as well in a second. And I'm not going to try to speak to anybody on the live as far as I see people. All right, here we go. Oh, wow, wow, wow. And the funny thing about it, I was looking for you. I was trying to ask my wife. It was somebody I couldn't think about. And I feel so much better that you're on here. And you know exactly who you are. Like, for real, for real. Yeah, that's crazy. I'm sorry, y'all. I just had a moment. Raymond Hannah, you know who I'm talking to. All right. Okay. All right. So, yeah, like I said, I'm from St. Louis. I live in Atlanta, Georgia now. Been here for 6 years. I'm a musician. I'm an entrepreneur. I'm a husband. I'm a father. And I'm pretty known in a sense, you know what I'm saying? But that's about it. But I just love seeing God work in mysterious ways for people's lives and stuff like that. And I'm going live to simply, hopefully, set some people free from whatever you're going through, not even just with this church stuff that's going on, because unfortunately, the enemy is attacking the church and allowing our minds to be twitched around to what we think is really right, and it's not right. It's not of God. It's not of God. And we are messing up other people's lives in the process. Okay, that's exactly where we at. So that's that. Let me see. All right, I said when I'm going live. Okay, so I won't be calling any names and things like that. I'm just gonna talk. So I end up meeting Apostle T.D. McNutt. I'm gonna call him T.D. McNutt. T.D. McNutt. I end up meeting him through an individual that I was connected to. And when I met him, he was always pretty much weird to me for how he talked and how he maneuvered, as far as, in a sense, I would say control and manipulation, even through conversation. It's almost like when he talks, he literally, what's the word, can manipulate through his words, just how he moves. So I met him through an individual. This was like almost in like 2012. It's 2026 now, but like 2012. I was a musician for this particular person, you know what I'm saying? And that's just where we're at. But I met him, and the crazy thing about it is the two guys, I think his name was Christian or Chris, and the other guy, I actually remember seeing them at TD McNutt's house. Like, so I've actually experienced being at TD McNutt's house one time through a person I was playing for regarding church ministry and stuff like that. Did not know. So like I said, when I end up seeing TD McNutt's viral thing, when my wife sent it to me, it literally just blew everything up for me mentally wise, as far as what I've been going through for the past 10 years of my life. That's pretty much it. And please know, when you're going through something and you're really going through something and you locked into something, it's kind of hard to get out of. Very hard. Okay. So that's pretty much where we at. So yeah, so I end up meeting him through there. So long story short, we go to West Palm Beach, Florida for a preaching engagement. It's either West Palm Beach, Florida or Fort Lauderdale, one of them two, where we went to Florida for a preaching engagement, right? And we went to Florida for a preaching engagement. We got picked up through TD McNutt. We get in the car. Immediately, we're riding through Florida, doing whatever. As far as going errand runs and stuff, I'm thinking like, what are we doing? We the guests, you know what I'm saying? What are we doing? We picking up trophies and stuff for the awards and stuff. Like, I'm like being serious. Like, I'm literally picking up trophies with my own hands. I'm a guest, not trying to say I'm bougie or nothing like that, but I'm trying to get to the story of how the control and manipulation, as soon as you meet a person. So yeah, we're doing all that. And then next thing you know, we had a service that night that we had to play for. We had to check in the hotel. So when Fort Lauderdale, okay, thank you. So when I get into, that's how y'all know I'm telling the truth, okay? Thank you. But when I get to the hotel, well, when we get in the car, TD McNutt says, well, I heard your back is hurting. I heard your back is hurting. And he didn't ask me if I needed my own room. He just said something regarding about my back hurting, something regarding that. But he was asking me about where I'm going to be staying. And I'm thinking, you know, my room, wherever I'm going to be at. So I ended up staying with the individual in their room. I didn't have my own room for this trip, which was kind of weird for me. But the funny thing, I feel like the individual knew that I wouldn't have my own room. Okay, you get what I'm saying? So it was kind of weird for me. Once again, this is my first time ever playing on the road. This is my first time ever traveling on the road. I'm just excited to be on the road. I'm a younger adult. I'm an adult. All right. So we end up going to the hotel after that. No, we end up going to McDonald's. I'll never forget. I've never, and y'all gonna probably laugh because I'm like a silly person, but when I tell you, I will never forget TD McNutt eating some French fries from McDonald's, like a large French fry, like the way he was turning the steering wheel with his hand while he's eating the French fries. It was like really queenish type behavior. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not talking about the person. I'm literally stating the facts of what I experienced through life. Okay. But yes, very kind of crazy thing to see. So we end up going to the hotel, and the funny thing, I'm really going to what I should have waited to say, but it's honestly, I should feel like I should say it now because it'll make sense on why I'm saying all of this. Okay, all of this. Okay, and like I was going to tell y'all, allow me to give me time to get to where I'm going. Okay, please, it's gonna make sense. All right, so we're in Fort Lauderdale. We've ran errands, we got trophies and all this stuff. I'm being told that my back is hurting, but my back is not hurting. I don't end up getting my own room. I'm out of town on a preaching engagement. We go to the preaching engagement. Before we go to the preaching engagement, this is where it gets crazy. Before we go to the preaching engagement, the individual whose room I'm rooming with, the preacher I'm playing for, propositions me. He propositions me, right? He asks me. Well, no. Yeah, he propositions me. Okay, so I'm speaking a little faster. So he propositions me. We get to the hotel before we go to the service. All right, before we go to the service, the preacher says that he has something to ask me. There we go. He said he has something to ask me. I'm looking like, what do you got to ask me? I'm like, man, what do you got to ask me? Just ask me right now. Wow, thank you, Lord. He said he got something to ask me. I'm like, why don't you ask me? He's like, no, we'll just wait. He's like, we'll just wait. Long story short, we'll just wait, okay? We'll just wait. After the service, whatever. He's printing out his notes and all this stuff. He's getting all this stuff together. I'm new to this, y'all. This is my first time on the road. I'm new. All right, so then next thing you know, we go to the service. I play my butt off. Y'all know me. I like to have church. If y'all know me, I like to have church. I'm a musician, man. I love the Lord. That's it, man. I'm not perfect, and we'll get to all of that. We're going to get to my story. So when y'all try to share this live, they try to talk about Phil, we going to get to my story, okay? Yeah, it's going to get heavy, y'all. It's going to get heavy. It's a lot, okay? It's a lot to go.
I want to pause. I remember he brought something to my attention. I remember Jesse J, Lord have mercy. I'm sorry. Jesse Wu had a conversation about should Christians, meaning the artist and the pastor, get paid or be treated, or she was saying the reason she asked that was because some of these, and he's saying it, what she was explaining, how some of these pastors have a thing to where they act like they are the artist or the celebrity, and they have this stuff. It's like a hazing effect in the things that they do. And I said, yeah, just like some others. And now I kind of see what she's saying, in a sense. But I'm going to let him finish telling his story.
With all this, but I wrote it down. But okay, and I'm be also speaking from my heart. So right, so we I got something I got something to ask you. I'm like, well, why don't you just ask me now? Never ask me. We go to the service, God comes through. We get back to the hotel. I think we ate and all that stuff. Go back to the hotel, and we go back to the hotel, and I wake up the next morning. I'm skimming through, but this is what I remember. I wake up the next morning. The preacher is ironing, from what I remember. We're getting ready to go. We flew into Fort Lauderdale. I did. Raymond Hannah, you got to get off of here, man, because you helping my story. For real. But I love you, man. You know I love you. If you don't know, if anybody know, you know. So, okay. We wake up in the morning. I woke up late. I'm trying to take my time. Thank you, Traylon. I woke up late. I didn't think I was going to miss my flight, but I woke up late. It's time for us to get dressed. I'm going to, from what I remember, I'm flying out of another city. He flying out of another city, right? I'm not getting taken by McNutt, though, to the other city, from what I remember. I don't remember McNutt taking me to the airport. I don't think he did. But I get up. The individual is ironing his clothes. And I said, it's really on my mind, y'all. If y'all know me, I'm like a stickler. I need to figure out what's going on. And so, no, you're fine. Keep helping me out because you're going to keep me on the same track. But so I'm like, so what did you have to ask me? The individual asked me, what if I asked you to perform oral sex on me? That's what the individual asked me. My heart is pounding a little bit, y'all, so give me a second. That's it.
I want to let you know, this is dealing with that church. I'm going to say that. This is dealing with that church. I say that because remember yesterday I talked about how basically they were saying there were people in that church. Let's continue.
The individual asked me, what if I asked you to perform oral sex on me? And I'm looking like, nigga, what? I'm looking like, what? I'm looking like, now, like I said, hold on a second. When I told you guys that I'm a victim through McNutt, I never said I was a victim of McNutt, but really I am. I'm a victim through McNutt. And I looked that up. I'm waiting on my, Jazz, can I see your phone real quick? I'm gonna show y'all what I looked up when you talking about. Yeah, I know, you're right. It's gonna tie in. This is, like I said, this is getting me free. Y'all think it's gonna get me free. I've been walking around with anger, stuff like that. You know, you gotta figure out why you're angry. And one thing about me, I'm gonna tell my story real quick so I can hit it all together, okay? One thing about me, I could tell my story. Let me see your phone. I could tell my story. I was a big hoe. I was a big whore. A big whore. I like women. My wife is right there. I like women. I didn't have a dad to teach me, you know, things like that. But I struggle with women. I don't struggle with men. All right? So I'm wondering why I talk to my kids angry. I wonder why I talk to my wife angry at times. My relation, let me tell you something. My marriage is great. My marriage is great. Me and my wife doing great. I'm gonna tie it all in. Let me tell you something. I left from St. Louis paying $500 rent. I'm just telling you my story, to paying
You left
in 1960. $500 rent to paying 1960. I came a long way.
I would have stayed, but
with no help. Okay, so that's it, and that's all God. All God. Y'all know that. But yeah. So Proposition asked me.
Good cheap rent.
See, Nikki, Denise. This is why I wanted to go live so people can really, y'all gonna try to share it and try to get like backlash. It's not gonna happen because God got me. But Nikki, Catherine, or Nikki Denise. I'm sorry. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm going back. But Nikki Denise is somebody who used to pick me up. This is my friend. This is my big sister. She used to pick me up and take me to Lobby Stone on Sunday mornings to make sure I got there to play drums. Like, she the reason why I'm here today. Like, as far as my musical career, like for real. She used to pick me up on Sunday mornings and take me to Lobby Stone and play the drums. All right. So like I said, y'all want to know about my story. It's my story, so you're gonna know all about that. All right. So yeah, getting Proposition, right? I can't see all the stuff. Love you, everybody. I don't want to respond to nothing. I'm gonna keep talking. I'll see you later. Y'all know I love y'all. So you get Proposition. And then the sad thing about it, I can't go into details. The sad thing about it is, that you can sit here. So that's it. So you wonder why you talking to your kids. You wonder why you just got so much anger built in you, but you can't release the anger because of you can't get to the person. You can't get to the person that hurt you. You can't get to them. They won't talk to you and all that good stuff. All right. So hold on. Let me read as far as why I'm telling my story, as far as why people were saying you would tie in with McNutt. I remember McNutt. I remember being at his house. I remember going to his conference. I remember McNutt preaching in St. Louis for hours, just ripping people's head off, using God to literally use him, and you know what I'm saying? Using God, pretty much. So yes, you can absolutely be a victim of emotional abuse or manipulation if someone recruits another person to tempt, provoke, or test you. This tactic, often referred to as a triangulation or proxy manipulation, it's a method used by manipulators to control, test loyalty. If y'all see my post, I kept feeling like the person I was being loyal to was manipulating me, using manipulation to losing that and all that. So test loyalty or trigger or reaction from you, essentially using the other person as a puppet to pull your strings. So that's what I kept telling people, like, yo, listen, I'm a victim. When me and my wife watched this YouTube of Jenna dying. I don't know if he's on here. Can y'all tag him on here if he's on here? Jenna dying. He went on Jediah. Jediah? Okay. Well, he went on YouTube and he had like some of the victims that go to McNutt's church. And the funny thing, like when they was talking, I'm like, yo, I'm a victim of through McNutt. I met McNutt through a pastor, a preacher. That's how I met him. I would have never known nothing about him. And he ain't right. He ain't right. He ain't right. That glory to God's name, he's been saying that for years. He's been saying it for years, over 15 years. The track record is long, y'all. But it's like, okay, how do you, so I fought myself. And the funny thing about it, I'm tying it all in. Jasmine, can you open your phone one more time? I'm tying it all in to that, but that hurt me, y'all. So from that point on, it's like, yo, what do you do? You've been propositioned. What do you do? Let me here to tell you, I'm a survivor. I'm a survivor. What does that mean? Now, some people are surviving a little different. My survivor with that preacher, ain't nothing happened. Ain't nothing ever happened. Never in life.
Yeah, but you felt violated, and that's a violation.
That's not on my agenda. That's not on my agenda. And I thank God it ain't right. And I thank God for having a thought process, because I could have failed subject to the proposition or the deal or whatever you want to call it. I could have failed privy to that, but I did not, and I thank God for that. I thank God that that's really why I'm here. But my story is simply, if you're in a situation where you don't feel like you can speak up, I don't know what's going on in this world where people allowing humans or friends, we say, to trump our standards or our beliefs, not even just a spiritual walk, even just being a person, you know what I'm saying? Just being a person of morals and stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? But even with God, like, people are really playing with God and playing with Christ. And this is not a judgment. Just like I said, I couldn't believe that I was being propositioned by this person. I could not believe it. I didn't understand it. I didn't speak up for years because I did not understand what happened to me. I was shocked beyond compare. Of course, anybody, well, why you ain't beat him up? Why you ain't whoop his A and all that? Man, listen, I was totally shocked to the simple situation. I was totally shocked to what was happening to me, understanding the process of what this person just asked me, what this person just thought was okay to ask me. I'm thinking like, nigga, no, you this, you that, you this, you that. No. When I wrote on this paper, don't mention names. I can't mention names, y'all. I can't mention names. I definitely made it through, y'all. I definitely made it through. But I can't mention names, and I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that, okay? God will always do what he's supposed to do. So I wrote that. That was the first thing I wrote on the paper, all right? It says, do not mention names. So, yeah. So it's sad that I'm trying to see what else, because I can say definitely more. I can say more. Oh, this is what I'm going to say. Thank you. It's coming back now. It's working. All right. So I end up having a conversation with the preacher's wife, and I asked her, why did your husband proposition me?
What she say?
Because I did not understand it.
What she say?
And the response from the wife was simply this: T.D. McNutt told the preacher if he wanted to see what I pretty much my lifestyle was, if he wanted to see if I was what you call gay or I guess whatnot, to try me. That's exactly how we got
That's
to where we are
trifling
as
as
being a
hell.
victim of T.D. McNutt. So I guess T.D. McNutt, not saying T.D. McNutt was trying to get me to lure to T.D. McNutt. T.D. McNutt was trying to get me to lure to the preacher for him to do whatever he does. That's what I'm getting out of the whole situation. That's all I can get out of it.
Wait a damn minute. You telling me he told him that the wife was there and the wife approved of this? The wife approved this? Are you kidding me? The wife approved of. So obviously, you telling me, hold on. Oh hell no! You telling me, and you can be a victim of somebody. Let me make that clear. What he did was a fact of hazing, right? So let me explain something. What he's saying is he's a victim through that person, right? Which is true. Um, let's use an example. Let's say you got a friend, right? You think this is your friend, and you and that friend like the same boy. Let's say that. Y'all like the same boy, right? So she feel like you competition. But another boy come in and he nasty, another guy, he take advantage of women and stuff of that nature. He has a history. And that friend go, yeah, to get her out the way. Let's be clear, we're gonna be honest. Yeah, she'll give it to you. She's very easy. She's real easy, right? And then you go with this guy, you think he like you give him a chance. Okay, cool. The other guy ain't showing, but hey, it's just dating. And he try to make a pass. And he say, well, your friends say you're very easy. That are making you a victim of someone else. He's not lying. You are a victim of someone else because that person made you to set you up to get into that. That does make you a victim. Yes. You're a product of what that person said. So this man just said he went to ask the wife, why and where did it come from? The wife clearly said that it was told to him that you would do something like that. That's disgusting. That's trashy to even do. And as a woman, to be married to a man knowing his issue and that this is what he does is crazy to me.
When you've been good to people, when you haven't done nothing to this preacher, when you listen to this video, because I'm not going to edit this video, I'm not going to change it. When y'all listen to this video later, I'm telling you, I've never done nothing to the preacher to be putting myself into a position to be propositioned. I don't know why it happened. I still to this day struggle with just a conversation from the preacher. Just a conversation. Just a conversation. When you've been connected to somebody for over 10 years and you carry this weight over into Atlanta, the reason I moved to Atlanta was because of the
Get away
preacher.
from that.
The reason my family got up and ran was because of the preacher. I tried to leave it alone. I was like, God, go deal with it. And the funny thing about it, I'm not even hating on the preacher. I'm not hating on the individual. I promise you I'm not. I love the individual. I really do. I love that brother. But I just couldn't see myself sleeping with the brother. I couldn't see myself performing oral sex on the brother. You understand what I'm saying? He was my friend. He was my good friend. He was my good friend. That hurts my heart. People thinking, oh, Phil just left St. Louis. Oh, this nigga just left. No, I ran. For all the ones that's ever wondering, I ran. You understand what I say? I ran. I matured up. Like I said, I left from paying $500 rent. My wife's dad is on here. He was charging us $500 rent. I appreciate you. It was smooth. we get down to Atlanta, 1960 for a mortgage.
Good afternoon.
That was the first house. We passed that now. I'm sorry, my wife helping me. And she's gonna get on here and say hi in 2 seconds. I didn't think I was gonna cry. But yeah, man. So like I'm just hurt by the whole situation, and all of this happened through TD McNutt. Seeing the victims and all that started this last week. If my wife would have never sent me the dang old thing, I wouldn't even been talking about it. You understand? You understand? So that's where we at. Life is literally about the choices that you make, and our prayer is for this live is that literally that people understand. You got to speak up. You got to say something. You got to say something to somebody. I ain't tell nobody. Yeah, you got to take accountability, but you got to speak up. You got to say something to somebody. I finally told my wife. My wife didn't know for a couple of years. Like I say, nothing happened. Nothing at all. That's not what the live is about. Nothing happened. It was the fact that you trusted somebody.
Nothing happened. But what he's saying is that man violated him by asking him that. That man violated him, and then to hear a person that you met through somebody, okay, it's okay that you met through somebody to say, yeah, you can ask him, see, yeah. Like, that's what he does. It's crazy. But you're supposed to be a pastor of the church. It's weird. And I have to do that video on this stuff in the church and with politics and stuff, because I feel like y'all kind of get misconstrued on some things without taking an eye off what's really the issue. Let me tell y'all something. I'm going to be honest with y'all. Certain churches have this stuff going on for a while. I never went to a church like that. But I've been hearing certain churches. It's crazy. This is crazy.
Somebody with your, not with your life. You trust, yeah, we trust someone. You honored that person. You know, the funny thing about it, real quick, I'm gonna help why people in Georgia be thinking like me and my wife just like acting funny. You know, because my church might watch this too. I go to Total Victory Worship Center, y'all. And my other brother, my other second family, Momentum City, that's my brother too. He's on here as well. Pastor Thomas Cody, Pastor Angelique Simmons, that's my pastor. People be thinking I'm acting real funny in Atlanta. No, I go home. I don't be wanting to deal with no church people. I don't be wanting to do all that. We did that for 10 years. I don't be wanting to gossip about people and talking about people all day, every day. But I'm sorry, I'm reading something. Everybody make sure y'all say the right stuff. Okay. Nobody's saying nothing bad. I don't know. Just okay. Okay. But as long as everybody say respectful stuff on this live, only because it's my live, and I don't want nobody. This is not for that. This is not to bash nobody. It's not. I promise you. It's about being better and helping a brother, and also people being honest and taking accountability about your lifestyle. If you can't handle the calling of where you at, you need to come down. Come down. Come down for yourself, because you're messing up other people's lives. You hurting other people's lives. I'm serious. You hurting other people's lives. You hurting other people's lives. And I never understood for the last 8 years. Like I said, my family is doing wonderful. I thank God of where we at. I never thought of living in Atlanta, Georgia, none of that. But when I think about it, like, I'm like, no, you got to soften up and talk to your kids. But it's hard because you suffer from rejection, and also you suffer from what's the word? Being disrespected. You know what I'm saying? All that stuff hurts, and you just don't understand it. You just don't understand it. So that's where we at, y'all. That's literally where I wanted to come from today. All the people that's at me and follow me, I promise y'all, I'm not following y'all back, and I'm not even being funny. I don't follow people on Facebook anymore. I don't follow people on no social media. I don't do that stuff. I need my wife to come over here because she's going to speak, or she's going to at least say hi to the camera. It was always prophesied that me and my wife would like save like a lot of couples and things like that. And I'm not saying that we're there yet, but I do believe in the power of love. And this is my wife here who has literally stuck with me. Jasmine, can you please say something? How do you feel? We were talking earlier, but how do you feel about the situation of what's going on with me, and how does it affect you?
I don't want to be in the camera, but they can hear me. I said I don't want to be in the camera.
You don't want to be in the camera, okay.
Hey y'all, give me some hearts. Woo, woo, woo. Cause he coming over here trying to get serious and all that. This is not about them folks. Please believe this is not about them, okay? There's a bigger picture to all of this. May not have come off right now, right? Because we let this die a long time ago. But my husband was triggered. And what a better time to totally be free. You know, I'm a praying wife, and I've been praying for a long time. Long time. Long time. So I've been in the game a long time. Hey, everybody. Hey. But no, this is definitely not about people in particular, names or anything. This has nothing to do with anything. There's a bigger picture. We're still trying to figure out God in all of this. Not saying we don't know him. We know him. But just really understanding. We grew up together as children. In the church. Y'all know how I was, St. Louis Church, on my side. He grew up on the apostolic side. I really don't know what, all of that until I grew up on my side. You can relate, you know. So I'm used to all this type of stuff, I'm used to this. But he wasn't. It's just a lot. And I don't want to get on here because I would.
What she said, let me say what she's saying, because a lot of people gonna be like, well, what she's saying is the church is trying to figure out, like, oh my God, we've been sitting here listening and hearing this, and this actually can be true. That's what she's saying. Like, let's be for real. Christians are figuring out the real factors of the truth. And on top of that, she's saying it's not about him. She's saying it's a bigger picture, meaning it's just not him. It's just not him. Pay attention to this pattern. And I agree with that.
Really have to write down some stuff. This is not my law. This is his law. But yeah, I've been helping him. I've been pushing him. I could have been left. Like, what?
Mm-hmm.
Been left.
But she didn't.
I did leave. How about that?
We were definitely separated.
I did leave. And I was done. So
we were separated. Yep.
But it's a lot. We'll tell our story another time. But we're doing great. I just wanted to clear up. It's not about those people, but those people just happen to be in our story.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you just happen to be a character in the book.
And I still want a conversation.
I don't.
Jasmine doesn't, but I do. I'm a victim of manipulation, control.
Yeah.
He definitely was. Looking back and just all the stuff, and this is not to bash anybody, it's just to point out actual facts.
The truth. It's the truth of everything that you're hearing on this live is the truth.
What I'm finna lie for?
100% truth. Like, no lies, not no fact, nothing. It's the truth, straight head on. I'm telling y'all. You don't have to question nothing on this live. I'm telling you that. What am I going to go live for? When have I done this? What am I coming to talk for? But go ahead, babe. I'm sorry.
Yeah, this I just want people, this is their time to shine. Maybe I've been here almost 6 years in Atlanta when people decided to go ghost and stop talking to me and my family. And after the service they threw us, that was the end. No. I had to heal on my own. I had to
you got dropped off. Literally.
Yeah, I still don't know what happened. Fill me in. I don't know what happened. Friends one day, then you're not. But hey, it's all love. It's all love.
We were just wondering what did we do? How did you know what I'm saying? How do we end up in this situation where you were best friends with a person, like best friends with somebody, and that's I'm not hurt about it. When I tell you I was so nervous when it first started. Oh my God.
He just need me over here. He be trying to think too serious. It's not that deep.
I feel
Church
so
folk,
better.
y'all deep. I've learned y'all deep. It ain't that deep. It's not that deep. It's real simple. And we make it hard.
Mm-hmm.
It's not.
Yep.
But yeah, we're gonna tell our story one time. I guess it's really what I needed because I don't talk. I let y'all come up with what y'all want to come up with and we roll with that.
Yep. I know it's a lot of people that was, like I said, trying to follow me for
we got 1.3.
But it was a lot of
y'all
people.
Don't even like my stuff on. Y'all fake, bro.
But what's crazy, the people that follow, and I told y'all didn't read. I said that I was a victim through McNutt, and it's the truth, y'all. Like I said, I've been to his house. I've seen him drive.
Now you heard what she said. She said she don't want a conversation with him. She don't want to talk to him. You made my husband look like something he not, and you really put him in a position that it should have never been, because when we said something about it, we got shamed for it. So she don't want to talk to him. Now she's staying behind her husband 1,000%. She like, listen, the way y'all treated us because of him, that's basically what she's saying. I ain't got nothing to say.
Drive with eating fries, and how he drive with the steering wheel and how he turn his fingers. I'm telling you, it's a sight to see. He's very controlling. It's sad. The boys that was staying with him at that time, I've only been in his living room. That's it. I remember like the video where the video when he went live with the boy. I've been in that house. Yes, sir. And when I tell y'all, it just blew my mind because he has been this way for years.
Oh yeah, I had to be okay with the apology. Baby, they walked past me a few months ago and didn't say nothing. I'm okay. I'm okay.
It's a little more touchy for me, but it's okay. But like I stated, you're talking to a person really not crying out for nothing. No, it's more on the simple fact
this is freeing him, so we can be better.
Yeah, really.
I won't. So we like you still fighting me. Yep. I'm not the problem.
No,
we good, but we had to understand
yep.
where stuff stems from.
Yep.
Let's go to the root.
Yep.
Who hurt you?
Yep.
What happened?
Yep.
That's what happened.
Yep.
So how do we get from here?
Yep.
You can send me to hell, but how do I deal with this hurt that the help caused?
Mm-hmm.
You the help.
Oh.
Yeah. So I'm gonna go even deeper into some things I didn't say. I mean, some things. Was like okay. Like I said,
yeah, we don't need a conversation. When we talk, we just be talking. You know.
I'll say this last thing in a sense. It's crazy when I was doing my cheating and adultery to my wife, unfortunately, which husbands, you got to be faithful. Like I said, I experienced myself being separated from her, and I was a punk. I was a punk when we were separated. But going back to when me and Jazz went together and I was committing adultery, the same preacher that was telling me I got to live by the book and don't do this and you ain't gonna keep on screwing and doing all this stuff, but he secretly want
him to fail. He wanted him to fail.
He secretly wanted them to sleep.
You don't do that.
You see my face. If you see my face, I don't even like saying it because it gives me a headache. It gives me a headache, y'all. Y'all have to give grace to people that go through stuff, especially now. People, it's crazy. People. When I talked about this, well, why you didn't say nothing? I didn't know how. I really didn't. I was confused. I didn't know how to say anything. I didn't know how to say anything. But it's like now, okay, it's like I was silenced at the ministry. I was silenced. I had to sit in front of, I'm not calling names. I had to sit in front of the church, not get paid. Well, no, I think they gave me like a couple $, but not get paid in the sense I was silenced in front of the church because I was committing adultery on my wife, right? Same thing like McNutt stood up the boys and told them to say this and that. And I'm getting silenced, but when I'm getting silenced, the person that silenced me, the preacher, is inboxing me and 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 texting 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 me. I'm not telling you I no lie. That's it. So I battle with a lot of things. And yes, I do know that this stuff has been going on with the church. But that's pretty much it. Other than that, that's it, guys. I'm digressing. This is not a bashing season. I'm going to do counseling regarding getting over a preacher. Being a musician is hard. Musicians, I want y'all to know, it's hard playing behind preachers. It is, and I'm not coming for the preachers. My post was literally, if you're a preacher and anybody, you got to try to live as best, as intentional for God and be intentional about your lifestyle as possible as you can, especially if you're going to lead other people. I'm tired of going to these churches where, people are, you got to preach holiness, but you got to help the people get to holiness. Bashing them is not going to get them to holiness. It's not going to do that. And it's hard to do that when you bashing them, when you're doing the same behavior. And I don't like to get into judging, but like, of course, the Bible says when you have something in your eye, you have a stick in your eye or whatever, and then another person has a needle in their eye. We both got something in our eye. We need help. We both need to work on. Everybody got something to work on. So that's where we at, y'all. But that's why I went live. Like I said, the next phase of this is counseling, because like some people said, I'd never get that conversation when you were, and I literally will leave with this because this is the only thing that's in my head. When you were best friends with someone and it just cuts off. I'm talking about when you was locked in friends with somebody and it was just cut off. You move out of town, you run from that person, going away service and all that, you run from that person. It's hard to understand that whole process. Okay? I didn't have a job when I came out here. I got a job in the U-Haul on my way to Atlanta, Georgia. I started working at Amazon. That was my first job when I started working in Georgia. This is my story, y'all. This is exactly what happened and how me and my family ended up in Atlanta. So everybody was, congratulations on the house. Congratulations on the house. Y'all remember that? No, I'm being serious. Congratulations on the house. Not knowing that I was running for my life. Jasmine, am I telling a lie? Packed up.
I don't know.
Truck. Had homies helping me. Packed up the truck, running for my life. And people don't even know that they affected my life to the point where I left St. Louis. I have on a St. Louis hat. That's my city. When I started the video, I told you guys where I'm from. I'm from St. Louis, Missouri. I love my city. I'm a people's person. I love the people in the city. There's a lot of people commenting on here that I love. I just can't respond to the comments. As I'm getting off, that's it. I love y'all. But that's my story, y'all. There's a lot of details in the story, but the gist of the story has been told. While y'all was commenting, congratulations. Like I had a job offer down here or something. I was running for my life. That's my story. That's how I ended up here for the past 6 years. And I don't miss St. Louis whatsoever. I miss the Chinese food. I miss my family. I miss my friends. All of that great stuff. But God put me in a situation to make me a survivor out of being a victim through T.D. McNutt and a preacher. And the preacher's wife. Because I have to add the preacher's wife because the preacher's wife is the one that told me that T.D. McNutt is the one that told them to try me.
Child, this is crazy. He is under investigation. T.D. Mcnasty is under investigation. Listen, I understand the church people want to be nice about it stuff. I'm with his wife. I wouldn't want to be nice about it either because he's very disgusting. There's no playing nice with him. Manipulative. He sat here on live and cried and tried to victimize his way, let's be for real, his way into saying that it was him. Oh, can you forgive me? Let's make it be this and that. Without the course of saying that he is the problem. He did not once sit here and he keep reposting the same live.
I'm guilty for helping him to understand you are a prince. I'm guilty for helping him to understand, man, you are a handsome young man. Man, you look just like your dad. Glory to God's name.
You're guilty for helping somebody for that. And you keep, and yeah, he posted this. Let me show y'all. He reposted this. What they say, created a clip, a video 6 hours ago. He keeps reposting apologies. He's reposting them. Like, what else y'all want? I'm not surprised. I think what the church got to understand, the veils is coming off. And y'all really got to stop upholding y'all. I say it before and I say it again. There's two things I'm starting to see with people. And this is why it's a separation against Christian capitalism, why it's so easy for y'all, and why real Christians are being separated for that. Two things. Y'all in love with the word, three. You're in love with the word God or Jesus, and you're not in love with the relationship. You're in love or using the Bible to manipulate. You're in love with the church and you're not having a real relationship with God, or you were in love with the pastor that is your favorite pastor. It's the love relationship with that, but it's not the love relationship you should be having with God. That is the problem. Yeah, he wouldn't keep apologizing. That is the problem. And I think until the church starts to understand the proper way of having a relationship with God, instead of what they're doing with the three things that I said that is very patriotic, they will understand that what they're doing in certain terms, okay, that is wrong. Y'all don't hold accountable who needs to be held accountable. But when it comes to the BS, we can't approve that. An outside child, we can't approve that. But you approve a man that sit in the congregation and tell you stuff who are abusing children. A child get pregnant, you want her to apologize in front of the church, but where is the man that impregnated her? I'm not understanding your level of approving is you don't know what to approve and disapprove, and it's like a lack of boundaries. And it's annoying. Very annoying. Why y'all think businessmen don't do certain business with certain people in the church? It's not because of the fact is, oh, they a man of God. No. They see who they are in their relationships. So no, they don't do business. That's being honest with you. It has nothing to do with God. When you are sitting here, God is the hip of it, right? But when you're sitting here, when you do business, I want to see you in the first lady relationship like everybody else. I want to see who I'm donating to. And then when you realize he cheated, and when it gets tough, he does this and he does that, I'm not donating to that. I'm sorry. We have business like everybody else. Because why would God approve of a rate like that? God doesn't even approve that. Yeah, we are human, but y'all got to stop using this, oh, we human, but then when it's people you don't like, oh, I want a Bible thump and y'all got to stop doing that. It's really getting old. Listen, let's be for real. They're wrong. Call it out. They're in your church. Call it out. That is unacceptable. And so many other people are standing, man, let me see. It's people really standing up for this man, and it sickens me. And I see why women who are that was in marriages, they just, I'm surprised Peach agree with that they need to get away, because usually she don't. And I bet you there's people in the church that are sticking up for him. And it's church people. And it's some church people that really are. And we really got to be honest. We got to be honest. We got to be honest. And there are some people that's not. I bet you he got supporters from that church. I swear to you he do. I can't see his comments no more. He turned them off. I just showed one lady supporting this man. they're very programmed, and I'm thinking that there's some people that were. And what's so sad about it is, y'all, that these kids were programmed to believe that they should stay there, and I'm just so glad that Junior has gotten away. I'm so glad that I really am. Because can we be clear for a moment? Oh no. I'm just glad he got away. Um, that's what I'm gonna say. I'm glad he's gone and he got away, y'all. I'm finna get ready in this live. I will be back. I'm waiting on some of the baddies fans. If I don't know if you guys will see this, if you do, if you want me to go down the rabbit hole with Natalie, Scotty, Rolly, and Jayla and their friendship, and let me being a part of that, and the situation with that, it's a little tough right now for everybody. Let me know in the comments. I will do that, but I will be going down the rabbit hole either today or tomorrow about how Nikki really losing support, and she really don't have, glam teams and people coming out. I will be going down that rabbit hole. I think I'm gonna come back out at 3:00. I want to thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. If anyone is going through anything, if you see any child abuse or anything, I don't care if it's a domestic violence, speak up and stand up for somebody. Like, seriously, anybody being mistreated, because you never know what that person is going through. Like, seriously. I want to thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.